100 Years of Solitude, a saga of isolation and magic realism. Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude is a sprawling epic about the lives and times of 7 generations of the Buendia family in the fake Colombian town of Macondo. This book is a perfect example of magical realism, breeding fantasy elements with those of the supernatural and realistic narration. The story is focused on the foundation of the isolated town of Macondo by José Arcadio Buendia and Ursula Iguarán, after which their descendants are plagued by a curse of solitude with the continuous threat of incest, which accounts for some of the strange occurrences. A priest levitating above his church, a woman prophesying the future, a plantation producing banana fortunes that ultimately brings destruction, and a man turning into a block of ice that is transparent. The Buendia family history is set against the turbulent events of 20th century Colombia, the rise and falls of dictatorships, foreign corporations, and the social and political upheavals of the country. Themes to be approached in this novel will be isolation, identity, time, and the circularity of history. Among the most striking things about 100 Years of Solitude is the concern with magical realism. It merges the more supernatural aspects with realistic character and setting portrayal in a unique and fascinating world. Such an approach makes many of these magical events function as symbols of deeper truths about human nature and complexities of the human experience. The tragic twist at the very end of the book reveals that the last member of the Buendia family, Aureliano Babylonia, deciphers some sort of ancient parchments containing the history of his family and the town of Macondo. What he sees is bleak, a predestined destruction of the town, the family's fate inextricably linked to the fate of the world. While a hurricane whips through the town of Macondo and sweeps everything in its path, Aureliano Babylonia reads the last sentence of the parchments, which says, "And so it would be with the family of Aureliano Buendia, whose fate was to be linked to the history of Macondo, a town doomed to disappear." 100 Years of Solitude is a voluminous and ambitious work that had consequently been praised for its rich language, the intensity and vividness of the characters, and a profound exploration of human nature. Indeed, it is considered one of the greatest novels of the 20th century and a landmark in Latin American literature.